Welcome to the channel, Farming with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me on a kind of overcast morning here on the farm. So, I'm in our pickup. Let's get out to the fields first, see how they're doing. And I know I could just go onto the start menu and just kind of look at our fields too, but I don't know, part of me just likes like actually coming out and looking at it too. So we have our corn looking good there. See, it's fertilized, so might do it off camera, put another application on there. And then you can also see our grass field coming in nicely as well. And we'll pop out to our wheat field up here. And that's coming in nicely as well. So I'm just one of those people that, like, if the area is close enough to come out and just look at it too, which I know I don't have to, but it's just my preference. Some of the fields that are further away, I would probably just look at them on the start menu for sure. And you can see that patch that I fixed came in nicely too. All right, so what I'd like to do real quick with you guys while you're here is actually test out that TMR mixing plant. So I know we don't have a lot of funds, as you can see. We're at 58,000, and I don't want to have to take out loans just yet. So like I said, after I kind of do this test, I'm going to start looking at some of the contracts and see if anything is worth our time and kind of go from there. But that's my plan, kind of see if we could use anything that wouldn't be too time consuming, but would also give us a nice profit where we could use it to buy supplies for our livestock. All right, so here's our plant that we put in a couple of videos ago, and we have our grass dryer over there, and down here is our mixing plant. So we need hay, silage, straw, and mineral feed. Okay, so because we already own our grass dryer here, I'm just gonna fill that up first. And everything else, I'm gonna be a little bit conservative and just put a little bit in just to test the plant. And that's all. All right, we'll just fill it up a little over half. That's fine. Okay, so I've never actually done this before. Oh, it gives me the trigger right there. Okay. I didn't know if I'd have to back up into the plant at all. Okay. And there we go, our hay's in. Okay. Let's go over and get some silage next. And we'll swing around. And because I put in that multi-fruit silo over here where you can buy anything, it just saves a lot of time instead of having to drive into town to get things here and there. Okay, so we need a little bit of silage. I don't know if I passed it. Yep. There we go. Just 14%. And that's kind of nice. It just gives me the trigger right there. Kind of makes it easy, I feel. Not too difficult to get over to it. Don't want to crash into our truck there. Okay. And now we need some straw. And then we need mineral feed. There we go. As soon as you press the A button to fill it, you have to press that left really quick to stop filling it. And even at that, I got 12% in there, which is plenty. We're just testing it out. And then when we get the TMR, it'll be easy to fill it in right underneath that. And then take it right into our cattle. So if this does work, this would be really cool. Just taking away the steps of loading up your bales, put it into the mixing wagon, and trying to get that ratio right, which I know I do not. And we just need some mineral feed now. There we go. Yeah, I always have a hard time trying to mix the bales in there sometime. I know you kind of feed it in with straw if you're doing total mixed ration. I try my best, but it's tricky. So I thought, let's try this, and something different, not having to bale it all the time as well. Okay, so we should have everything in. We'll activate it, and we'll leave it as storing over there. Okay, so it looks like it's going. It's taking everything. All right, so I'm gonna speed up time a little bit, and I'll bring you back once we have some TMR done. And we are back. I fast forward time a little bit here, so I'll drive up to our TMR mixing plant, and you can see that we have a little over 8,000 liters in there. So it works. And just to show you where the trigger is, you come under here and should give us, there it is, the TMR. Now you can pull out some of those individually, which I thought was interesting. But yeah, if we want to take out the TMR, and there we go. There's our 8,000 liters. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I can dump it back in, but that's okay. But I thought that was neat. You can kind of just drive up to it, and you don't really have to back up, which I thought was kind of nice. And I'll put the interactive markers back on real quick. And there. So you can see that's where you load it underneath. But it was kind of nice. You didn't have to back it up right to that that dump spot. You could kind of just drive up alongside it. So I think that'll work great. So actually this TMR, I'm just going to put over here in our big silo. I'm pretty sure it will take it and we'll be all set. Yep, there we go. So we'll come back for that later when we have our cattle. So that sets us up very nicely, and I'm glad that all worked out. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today on the farm. I hope you have a good one. Take care.